and should be live. Ooh, so loud, so loud. See, it sounds like Mighty Max Toys has a rickety machine, but I'm the one working with this rickety ancient
You guys
steam-powered laptop.
just steam power lives, right? So if you guys want to know, like this is my desk, and in order to crank it, I literally have to crank it up to make it go all the way up. So it's like driving an old Ford
Like your
model.
dad's old car.
Yeah, but advantage, I got this standing desk for free for $0, which
Was
honestly,
it a
like,
street treasure?
I'll take it. No, it was it was fresh after the pandemic and when everybody was finally going back to
Ooh.
work and everybody was getting rid of their at home offices. That
Mm.
there were a lot of people and a lot of desks, a lot of chairs available at the time. So I went ahead and said, "Hey, let's see if we can find something for free." And sure enough, really close to the Mattel store, we went to pick up this, standing desk for free. And buenos dias
Ooh.
to
Bambi
Bambi
Raptor.
Raptor. Bambi Raptor is, burning the candle at both ends, putting art back to back to back to back to back. You know,
And honestly,
So-
her and I were joining a live this morning. We were watching Sniffing Plastic Ponies. I believe we
oh,
were joining
really?
her room tour.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Now we have one heck of a show right now for you guys. We put it together with lots of love, and there are actually a lot more events happening in February that we really didn't know about. But for the most part, this will be the last show of February
Yes.
because next month it's already happening next Saturday. So next Saturday will be on the 2nd. So we're going to have a brand new calendar and we're going to start revealing the brand new sticker.
And I don't know about you, but I feel like this calendar got a little wild. Like it got just consumed by stickers that eventually just stopped becoming a calendar. It was just like the stickers took over because there were so many events in February.
Yeah, it was stacked. It was incredible. Like, I gotta say, at one point I was just like, why are there so many events popping up here and here and here and here? I was just like, dang, stop.
Yeah, and a lot of them were like announced without like much of a heads up. Like I forgot to put in that on Van Nuys we're gonna have a very first like swap meet. So I'm gonna go check that out. I'm gonna be on the ground and looking it around. I was looking for the post. I'm like, I have no idea where it went,
Yeah,
but I'll put it in my story.
because now with Toy Tangents, the Instagram exclusively for Toy Tangents, I get a lot of different posts just about uh new events around the area. So I'm like, dude, I did not know. And when I saw Van Nuys, I was like, wait a minute, is this the same? Is this the flea market you took me to, or is this something completely different?
No, that's completely different because we have the San Fernando flea market,
Mm-hmm.
which is, that's the one that is like out in the sun. They do have little booths for like break. They do have restrooms, but it doesn't get too busy. But you do get a beautiful view of the mountains. Last year, not last year, a couple of years back, actually, like 2021, I believe, or 2022, we were
Mm-hmm.
lucky enough. FleaCon decided to do one like in the borderline between Burbank and North Hollywood, which was really nice as well. But we don't
Mm-hmm.
get many events. I know that Lake Balboa recreational area tries to do like marketplaces on Saturdays and Sundays. We do have there's a slime creator that she sells there as well,
Oh,
and a few others, but nothing too big or like
mhm.
event wise that draws a crowd. So this is going to be the very first thing that we see in the valley that is like this in current, like in recent years. So I'm pretty excited to go shop and look around.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, that means that now I'm gonna have to travel to your neck of the woods to see if there's any good deals over there.
There's always good deals here because like there we have some of like the biggest thrift stores around here. And if you follow Twinell here on YouTube or on her Instagram, you'll see that she frequents a lot of the stores here out in the valley. And as soon as she comes, we know that the next week is going to be a wave of a bunch of people coming to visit and just like hunt. So it gets competitive after a couple of YouTubers, like well-known YouTubers, do come to visit our local
Oh
shops,
my gosh.
it just gets busy.
So we are definitely going to try to fit them all, or like give everybody a little bit of a spotlight. Right now we are working on getting Toy Depot as our next guest, and we're going back and forth because again, Toy Depot is going to be a difficult get simply because his schedule is super duper busy all the time. I mean, um, technically he didn't say I couldn't reveal this, but I have some inside
But
scoop.
don't.
I won't steal the thunder. I won't steal his thunder. But now I have some insider scoop of all the events that are going to happen in March. And oh my gosh, there's one that is just
I,
so freaking awesome.
okay, so I wonder, like, if he can't come to us, can we go to him with the
We
show?
definitely we definitely can, especially because, and this is all I'll say, the first event that's scheduled for Toy Depot is another class and one that I'm super interested in. And it's not a repeat. That's all I'll say. I won't steal his
Ooh. Okay,
thunder.
okay, okay.
Okay. But
Yeah,
right now
say
we're
no
looking at the
more. Say no more.
Yeah, so right now we're looking at the 30th for him. But if not, we're going to go ahead and talk to all folks. And remember, there is no shortage of awesome people in this community. So we'll definitely find somebody. Now, do you have any
And
pickups?
by the way, before we continue, when Max says wait, before we continue, when Max says old folks, he always means Astro Zero Base.
I didn't say old folks.
If you remember from the last time, what did you say?
I don't remember that
You
far
remember our
anymore.
last live?
What?
Okay.
That's just
It's just
nebulous.
a joke from one of the old lives.
It's nebulous. I don't see it. The heavy hitters. So do you have any pickups that you want to talk about before we jump into the calendar?
Well, just the pickups we did together. I did pick up two Barbies, and I've been restoring them. Look at this hair.
Dude, that is so dope. I love the fit you have.
So oh yes, I've
Like
been
the
just working.
golden
Oh yeah, I
fit
know
is so
because
nice.
yes, I dressed her to go to Midge and Ellen's wedding, so she is a guest there. So she needed to look fancy.
And we'll be talking about that wedding towards the end of the show, from what I saw. Now, I have two pickups that I want to share with you guys. One, right, is going to segue into my first bones to pick issue, upsetment that I have. Something is grinding my gears right
Uh-oh.
now, and I'm upset. And I haven't talked to you about this. Okay, and it
Okay.
affected our channel, our Instagram, the Toy Tangents Instagram receive its first kind of like first strike, and I'll tell you why. Okay, and it's
What?
completely yeah. We were kind of punished a little bit, and I'll share with you why in just a moment. Okay.
Okay, I'm concerned.
No, I was concerned too.
Okay.
This was like I was just like, what? And I'm happy that Bambi Raptor's here because we need another person here, right? We need a third
Mhm.
party, and everybody else was watching to tell us like yes or no. Okay, if Instagram was in the right for this, even though it definitely wasn't. Now, the first pickup I have, which will segue to this, I promise, is
Okay, because I'm itching for it, legit.
I know. So Mirka Andolfo's Blasphemous or
Ooh.
Blasphemous, which is the follow-up novel, okay, to Sweet Paprika and Hot Paprika. Now, if you don't know her, she is an amazing artist and story writer from Italy. So she essentially writes everything in Italian, gets published in Italy all over the place, and it takes a little bit of time to get to the States. And then this past week, I went to my local comic book shop, and lo and behold, boom, there it is. And now the thing is that this is significantly larger
Oh.
than a regular comic book. It's like a magazine. And her content tends to be very spicy. In Italy, breasts are not that big of a deal, apparently, to show. So This is not a smutty book in any way, shape, or form, like Sweet Paprika was, which was hilarious and awesome. You guys should definitely check it out. But this, it's more horror oriented and it's so cool. So I can't wait to share it with
Ooh.
you. So definitely, if you want something fun to read to and stories that are self-contained, Mirka and Dolfo's Blasphemous. Definitely recommend.
Ooh. So is it like a series of stories, or is it one ongoing
It's
storyline?
it's one storyline with one character
Oh,
going
okay.
through it, right? And then the next one, right, which we're getting closer and closer and closer to that issue that happened with Instagram, is this. This is
Oh.
Nightwing 111. And you can see full pits with armpit hair. And he's clearly making a snow angel, having an amazing time. Now,
Of course.
this is perfectly fine to show on Instagram, YouTube. It's nothing weird.
Mm-hmm.
But let
But
me show you
are
what.
we gonna get a strike here now
No,
because of
no,
that?
no, you shouldn't. And if we do, I'm like, you and I will definitely feel our um you will feel why. So I want you to look at this. Last weekend I
And
went
then Bambi
to
Ram's
uh-huh.
reaction for your comment of what happened. She said, "What the heck?" And I'm with that as well. Okay.
Okay, so are you looking at this?
Yes. So beautiful.
So this is a pillowcase. So when I went to the Long Beach Antique Market, there was a guy who was selling bedding. So pillows,
Mhm.
sheets, duvets, blankets, based on all your favorite properties. And they have some really cute ones like this Scooby Doo and The Land Before Time, right? And
Mhm.
I thought, whoa, The Land Before Time, dude, like it's so difficult to get anything from that 90s movie, right?
Mhm.
Now, if you remember Land Before Time, what is Land Before Time about?
It's about, well, I don't remember fully the premise. I just know all the baby dinosaurs kind of can't find their parents, and they're kind of trying to find them back.
Okay. Okay, yeah, totally makes sense. Now, do you remember those dinosaurs having clothes or
No,
no?
of course not. No, they're dinosaurs. They don't have clothes.
Just like
Yes,
Scooby Doo right here, right?
exactly. And Bambi Raptor says dinosaurs and death. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, and it is a
It,
very sad film.
it's sad. And then, I like that. I like the fact that I have Bambi Raptor's attention because what happened was that I posted the pictures of these pillowcases, the front and the reverse. And
Okay.
Instagram decided to ban one of the pictures, just remove it completely. Okay,
Why?
because it said that I was showing nudity.
What?
Okay, exactly. And I was just like, wait, what? At first, I got scared. I was just like, that it is well known that in the Long Beach antique market, there's a lot of Playboy around. Right. So I was
Mm-hmm.
just like, did I take a picture to the point that there was something in the background or something that I'm not aware of? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like, no. And I checked the picture and it was just, and I even staggered him. Right. I even
Mm-hmm.
staggered him. And I was just like, I staggered the front and the back side of the pillow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to show you right now the image that Instagram misconstrued severely as quote unquote nudity. And I guess the dinosaurs are not wearing clothes, but they're also
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs and they're also cartoons.
And
And
that's
it's
the
like,
thing. Like, it's not expected for them to be wearing clothes. You know.
no,
It.
not any more
No.
than the T-Rex from Jurassic Park is. Okay?
Oh my gosh. Instagram has an issue.
So I want to show you five. Avert your eyes if you like.
Oh my gosh.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay?
Oh, and they're adorable.
This is the image I posted. Exactly this. And then Instagram said, you are posting nudity. And I'm like, what? What part? Where?
I wonder if it reads Littlefoot skin color as like people's skin color.
That's the only thing I could think of. And I'm like, what the hell? That algorithm. And I tell you guys, and I like Pee-wee's response is just laughter. And then Bambi Raptor is just psst. Exactly. So that algorithm either draws weird shapes, takes different colors. I don't know what it does, but it's terribly wrong. Now, I was just like, okay, Land Before Time. And I said, I'm going to contest this claim, right? And I said, like,
You
yeah.
should, yes.
And I contested it. And I was just like, okay. And then they give me options, right? Because it's not like they let you type. They're just like, why don't you?
No, they
why do you
don't.
want to? Why were we wrong? Like, is it okay in your region? Is it religious? Was it a joke? And I was just like, and I selected it's okay in my region.
It's a dinosaur.
This is a freaking pillowcase. It's okay to show a pillowcase on the internet. It's fine.
Okay, and okay, then, wait. I'm gonna stop you right there because there are some pillowcases that should that need to be blurred in the internet.
That's true.
So just FYI, not all pillowcases are built alike, but this one is not one of those.
That's right. That's right. You know what? Thank you for that. Necessary clarification, 100%. So, and then I submitted the claim. It was just a 2-click thing. They didn't let me type and tell them, hey, bro, this is a freaking pillow about a 1998 movie of baby dinosaurs looking for the parents running away from like extinction, right?
Yep.
Please take a look at it again, right? So I submitted my claim. I waited maybe like 5 minutes and I got my response.
What did
they said, I'm sorry, we can't reverse our ruling. We were right.
Look at you. That's the thing. It's just an algorithm. It's all robots. Because I got a survey from them. It's like, do you think Meta wants to ask you like your opinion? Do you think Meta algorithm is good? I was like, no. Do you think Meta's algorithm is accurate? No. Do you think that Meta is good for the world? I'm like, no. Do you think Meta makes the world better? I was like, no. I'm like, what kind of questions are these? I'm like, you're asking this because you know you don't have a good algorithm. We have Crystal. This is so risky.
See, I'm glad that we posted something or we're talking about something that finally made Crystal log in and watch. I know she's watching on the periphery, but I'm glad. So they said, no, I'm sorry. And then I said, well, I'm going to contest it again. Right? I'm going to go to the next thing. And then they say like, oh yeah, you can contest your claim. And there's a button and they click and it takes you to another website, and it's just kind of like it's more formal. It's not Instagram. Right. And then they tell you that Instagram is very selective about the claims they choose to take a third look at, and they're only going to take a look at things that are very significant. They're culturally relevant, that they may offend an entire group of people. And it is
how is this offensive?
And then it's very, very likely that my claim is not going to be selected anyway. So you can just have your goddamn bad reputation. And I'm like, what? That is not fair at all.
It's not. It's not, because honestly, if you look through Instagram, you will find things that are more risky than that.
Heck yeah. But now I'm concerned. I'm like, should I post a picture of this Scooby-Doo? Is this Scooby-Doo too risque?
Yes, I think his color will make them be like, you on your nudity stuff. Like Garfield. Look, he has no pants.
Garfield is naked too. What's going on?
And like,
and here he has a gift box there, and that's in such a questionable place.
And I feel like the positioning of his hand on the thing on the top is going to be interpreted as like, digital wang.
And the other thing is that I posted this picture and it was fine, by the way. People were like, oh, this is fine. But then I posted the other picture and it wasn't. And I was just like, what the heck?
I wonder if somebody reported it.
It couldn't have been because it was immediate. It was as soon as I posted it, the algorithms read it. Yeah, it was.
Remember
immediate.
last time Remember last time I got shadow banned for something like that too on Instagram.
Yeah. And
It
I
was
was like, what the heck?
Yeah, for me it was a story. I had actually posted like pictures of like those little toys that look like food. And I had put in the things like, oh, once you erase their face and cut their little hands, they're just food. And Instagram's like, you want violence.
Oh yeah, because you said that you're going to like to cut the toy. Yeah, it's true. You're spreading violence. No, it's wild. And you know that and it also tells you like there's really no you can post whatever the heck you want on Instagram and there's not gonna be a real quote unquote consequence based on what this is. And I hate that. I really, really don't like that.
You
You
know what?
know?
I'm really curious. Like, I feel like I'm gonna reach out to all the butt accounts that come out of my profile. You know, and I'm just gonna ask them, how do you keep your account open when it's all butts?
I know
Just
it's
quick
true, right?
question.
I'm like, the heck. But anyways, that was just I needed to get that off my chest, off my pecho. I needed to get it out and into the world, and I've been holding on for it for the entire week,
Dude, I
right?
didn't even know.
Yeah, because I was just like, this needs to be discussed with the contemporary, with a panel of four people, so that you know I can essentially validate the fact that I'm not insane. Okay,
And that you're not a dino perv.
I know, right? I'm not a dinosaur. Moving on. Okay,
See,
so
our
we made
calendar is missing. It's just flooded with stuff.
yes, our calendar is missing. It's flooded with things, and it's also it's it's filled, right? It's filled with a lot of cool things to do, and we'll go through it for the last time because, as you guys know, this is the last show for February. So that means that next week we're going to have a brand new calendar and brand new events to look out. And now we have some insider information that we can share here in the pod. But go ahead and take it away. I think people have heard me talk for way too long. I'm just going to sit back, relax, and calm down.
Oh, but this one's so easy. This one says that the Barbie Truck tour continues today in Bakersfield. So if you haven't had a chance to see it, you can go ahead and stop by. I noticed a couple of our Barbie girls have actually started to stop by at their ones that were in their local area last weekend and just taking a nice photo up with it. They do have some really cute necklaces and cups. I'm kind of like dreading that I didn't pick up one of the cups because now I'm like, it looks so cute. But if you're looking for some exclusive Barbie merch, that is pretty much it's supposed to go in like disappear after the truck does. But I know sometimes once it's done, they do make it available in the Mattel website. But it's a
Mhm.
gamble. It just depends if there's a lot of excess of it or not. So it's not 100% and it's not every single item. So if you really want to get one, follow the truck and go to your nearest one.
Follow the truck like a crazy person. So these things, right?
Yes, yes. So we
Playful
have jackets,
accessories.
water bottles. The mug is so cute because it has like little they have like a little of sprinkles on the handle and it's glass. But I'm like, I'm always scared of like glass looking mugs because I broke one with heat last
Hmm.
time and I just can't do it anymore. It scares me. But it was not the Barbie one, it was a completely different one. But yes, they will be finishing up their tour very soon. So just an FYI, once this stuff are gone, they should be gone forever. No
And
FOMO,
you already have
but just letting
that
you know.
extra. You already have that extra jacket, so you're set.
Yes, yes.
Cool. All right. So
The
again,
next
keep chasing this car. And now let's talk about this because this came into the feed. I've never even seen this. You put it on the slides, so let me know. I do have the page linked, so we'll see it after you introduce this. Go ahead. What's going on here? What the hell?
Okay, so this was such an interesting surprise. So this store is located in Melrose, in like the Melrose Strip in LA, and I've never heard of it. I've never seen anything from it. But earlier this week, it popped out on my feed, and apparently last weekend they had a really cool event where you can trade toys with each other. I was like, what?
No, thank you.
So what they mainly do what they mainly do is that they sell like blind boxes from like Pop Mart and things like that. And you know, you always talk about those little angel ones that your students like. So So they sell those as well
Sanrio
here.
Angel?
And the main thing, no, they're not Sanrio. They're well, these ones are, but those are not. The something angels, I forgot what they're called. But the ones that want to be QB. But
Uh-huh.
the main thing that they do, since they do sell blind boxes, a lot of people do want to trade because sometimes you get the same one, like I did with my
Mm,
monster that I got two sesame
true,
when I
true.
wanted a matcha one. So here you actually get a time to trade those items for
Whoa, whoa,
some
whoa.
others that you might be looking for, which is
This is a cool display. It's like a little container, dude. That's awesome.
yeah, and they make those mainly for all. Mhm. And those
Uh-huh.
are pretty much for all those Pop Mart collectibles. And uh, and so this weekend, although they do not have the trade event this weekend, they will be having just like a meet and greet with strawberry shortcake and fufa, which is like such a random combination. But and they'll have like special merch to commemorate the occasion.
Oh, that's so dope. Munchies. Okay, so
Yeah.
is it a thing that you're
So
interested in
I think
going
it's like
or checking
a
it out?
nice new store to kind of keep an eye or keep on your radar.
Yeah, I actually kind of want this
Not this
container.
weekend, but I'm gonna be keeping the store in my radar.
Whoa, wait. There's like you can have
Mm.
smallish containers. Ah, that's dope. That I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
because they're
very
supposed to
interested
stack on
on
top of each
display.
other.
Yeah, that's so nice. That's really cool. I like these. It's like a higher end
What's the
Daiso
price?
product. Huh?
Yes, yes. What's the price?
Yeah. $24,
Let's see
but
it.
I think it's $24 for one, and it has LED lights, which is why
Hmm.
there's a hike in price. Or $29, sorry. Yeah, which is not
That's
bad though.
nice.
Like it's well painted, has the clear glass, it has lights, it looks good, it stacks up. But yeah, 24 is a lot for a stack builder. That's pretty crazy. Well, but yeah, hey, you know what? Let's keep an eye on it. If you want a really cool like mascot type of picture, Fufa, which for some reason I thought it was just not relevant anymore, even though we did meet DJ Lance, you
Yeah,
know,
DJ Lamps is nice.
and Strawberry Shortcake is just pretty much timeless. So go ahead and check
Yeah,
it
and
out.
she's making a comeback.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's been making a comeback from the past year or so. All right, so
Hmm.
now the Simi Valley Toy and Comic Fest. This is a little bit heartbreaking because it happens on the same day as Toy Mania 4. So, which means that I can't go because I'm going to go to Toy Mania. I need to cover this local growing event. Got to support the
And,
homie.
and I can't go because I'm running
Out of time in this
at a time.
laptop. You change
Yeah.
your laptop.
Okay. What you haven't seen is like while we continue to have our conversation here, my laptop keeps turning into like black screen and then like some random stuff begins to load. I'm just like, it's okay. As long as they can hear me, I can keep going.
Anybody who's watching the show right now, go ahead and post, change your laptop. Update. She has one. She has one. She just needs to use it. She needs your motivation, guys. But anyways, if you are in Simi Valley or going to be very, very close, there may be a really, really cool opportunity for you to have some swag, for you to get some toys. Make sure that you're there a little bit early to get parking because general is $10. VIP, like super early, it's $25. So you definitely want to go to the general, but general parking typically, fills up really quickly. So make sure you're there right at the beginning of that uh, general admission. It's a little chaotic at the beginning because this time around it's happening in a hotel rather than in a
Mm.
convention center. And it shows because there's fewer guests. It's not as big as the other. But one person who will be making a comeback is Garrett. And this time around, Garrett and Darren, two guys, I don't have the picture for Darren, they're having a swap meet sale. Now, this is interesting
Hmm.
because they're going to sell things from their own collections. And you and I have heard that they have some access that we don't.
Yes, they had access to like the Mattel, what's it called? Like, I forgot the name of it.
Um,
The
it's like the
Mattel.
vault clearing sale or something like that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to mention
Archive
like
sale.
Archive sale, there it is.
Archive
I
sale.
did want I did want to mention that if you see that Yu-Gi-Oh logo on the top with the red background and just the gold letters on the top, that's pretty much the look of what the pin is gonna be for the very first people that come in. So while supplies last, you will get a Yu-Gi-Oh pin
You're gonna get a Yu-Gi-Oh pin, a Millennium puzzle, and a Pokemon game. No,
and a Yu-Gi-Oh
a
tattoo.
Yu-Gi-Oh Game Boy Advance game in
Man,
Japanese.
they really want people to go, and I really want to go.
And like you're already kind of, it's already a long shot that you're gonna make it to Toy Depot, to Toys to the Universe. So I really want to go there and come back because again, we can cover the event, but it would just be too much in one day, way too
I
much,
know.
you know. But that said, we're seeing that we get multiple chances, right, to kind of meet these people. Now, one person that I really was just like, man, I would have really wanted an autograph for him was the voice of Bulbasaur for our cousin Ruben. That would have been really cool because our cousin absolutely loves
Oh my
Bulbasaur.
gosh, yes. Yes, we should have gotten like a Pokemon card signed by her or something. And she was
Yeah,
honestly
that
at the
would have been
Pasadena
so
Comic Con
cool.
too, because I was looking for her because she's the voice of Mokuba.
Indeed. Yes. But the good thing is that again, we'll get another chance on Retro Game Con coming up. So there's 2 more cons spread across the year that we have access to. So we'll definitely be making our stop there. And also, don't forget that TF Nation of TF Con is coming up. You're gonna get to meet Frank Welker like really, really soon.
I forgot about that. I was just so shook and so content with meeting Gray that I totally forgot about Frank.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's happening. It's happening. So make sure you're marking your calendars because that's gonna be wild. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
So
wilding out.
it's March 10th, literally next month, Chu.
It's so close. I'm scared.
And you already have the ticket paid. You don't have to pay. You just have to go and cry.
Talking about tears. Talking about tears. The
Uh-huh.
bad batch is back, everybody.
I've heard this sentence to describe it. This
Mhm.
show puts my heart on a meat grinder.
Yes. Like literally, I just saw the announcement and I started sobbing uncontrollably.
Portia Piggy loves clones, everybody.
I do. I do. I want to meet their voice actors and I will sob uncontrollably. Like what you saw with Gray was nothing compared to what a clone can do to me.
Oh man, that's true. Forget it. And if they say something, no, I don't even want to get started. We don't want any tears right now. It's a happy episode. Okay, because guess what? Oh, and by the way, if you guys in the chat have something that like a show, movie, or character that makes you cry every time without fail, put it on the chat. Okay, we want to know if you feel comfortable. For me, there is one movie I will never ever watch because I know it will just destroy my soul, and that's you guys will never guess it. So I'm just gonna tell you, Polly, story about a baby parrot who flies away and then dies. It's just like the saddest thing. It's just like, come on. He like has this huge adventure to go out, to return to their owners, and then he dies. I'm like, dude, that sucks. I hate that movie so
Didn't
much.
we watch the movie in theaters in El
We
Salvador?
did, and it was the most cruel thing in the world.
Mostly because we were parrot pet owners growing up.
Yes, indeed, absolutely. And I love parrots. Quiero café.
This one. And if you see Max's love for parrots, it's also shown in all his polo merch. So today he gave us a change.
Everybody in the farmers market was complimenting these shirts. So I was just like, hey, you know what? I'm aware. You know?
Nice.
My dad had a lovebird. Yes, lovebirds are so beautiful. Yeah, honestly, like Apollo is like. Sometimes I'm shaving, I just put all their reels or their lives. I don't know why I find them so entertaining. But anyways, Toy Mania happening on Sunday. Porcelain Piggy, give us some odds. what are the odds of Porcelain Piggy making it to Toy Mania 4? Give us a percentage. What are the chances? What are the chances of
It's
precipitation?
the chance of precipitation are currently 35%.
Ooh, that's pretty high. I was expecting much lower. You
We'll
know?
see how. Well, I'm telling you, like it looks like 35. Um, our forecasters have been wrong in the past,
True.
and it might drop to around 15 after tomorrow morning.
Okay. Now, is it the same circuit you ran last time?
Yes. So it is a firecracker run in Chinatown.
Gotcha.
So it is a 5K, but it's a brutal 5K because it's everything uphill.
Ah,
So
yeah. Downtown is notorious for that. It's
ooh, we do have another forecast over here, and that's from Bambi Raptor. She is a
Ooh,
50%. Ooh.
50. That's pretty good precipitation chance right there. That means
Mhm.
that if you go, we finally get to meet and we can take a picture together. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, Sunday, February 25th, 11 to 3 p.m. Be there or be square, free admission. You get to meet El Santo, but again, El Santo is only going to be there from 1 to 3, but the show starts much, much earlier than that. Okay, and a lot of people take amazing. Uh, uh, can I show this? Is it? It's on
I
my
don't know.
wall. Yeah, I'm just leave it there. Yeah, I take amazing pieces. Last time I had this like original artwork from I'm just tilt right here. This right here is original artwork for the Snake Eyes toy from Hasbro.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I got it with the frame, and I was just like, yes.
You're like, I
So
don't need
yeah,
to frame it.
cool place. Uh, now, thing about this is that there's going to be so many different vendors. This is a snapshot of the Instagram, roll call that Tony did, and we have Retro Butter, El Coyote, Gavin Knight, Retro Nintendo. There, and if you go back to that post and you scroll down, you're gonna see who's
It
gonna
just
be
keeps
there,
going. Yes.
and it's just a who's who of like people who are vending. These are not people who are just going for fun. People who go there with toys. People who go there with deals.
I was reading it and I was like, I really want to go. That's what increased my chance of precipitation. I was
Mm.
like, I really, really want to go. But at the end of the day, we are running as a team, so I have to see how my team feels when we're
Yeah.
done.
It just depends on whether or not after that you have a little wheelchair available for you. Because I gotta say, like, yeah, like after a run, you're gonna be like destroyed. Okay. We also have Wednesday, February 28th. We have a free admission to the comic book club, comic bug book
Okay.
club. So you go have chat, eat some Girl Scout cookies, play some games, call it a day. And right now there's a lot of really good comic books to discuss. So if you're around the area, check it out. It's pretty cool, laid back vibe, and it's a Trader Joe's right next door, so you can actually do some shopping, get some comic books, go home.
Right.
Okay. But now on to the feature presentation. I feel like we should put that one transitional video from the 90s. Like,
Oh my gosh, yes, with like the little square graphics and stuff.
yes, it's like now our feature presentation.
I'm gonna work on that. We're gonna put it for the next slide.
Because I like coming soon to theaters. Remember that? Oh my God, it's such a vibe. Now, here's the deal. One of the biggest news to come out of Toy World this week was definitely Todd McFarlane's toy release that accompanied the 30th anniversary of McFarlane Toys. Not Spawn, but just McFarlane. Okay. And again, if you don't know Todd McFarlane, he's been a amazing and super influential artist, writer, inker, shader, entrepreneur, toy maker. All those, he can check the marks, And for the most part, he's given us iconic looks for our favorite characters like Batman. My dad loves capes because of how this man drew it. Spider-Man, the reason why people say like, oh no, he should move more, needs more articulation, is because they're trying to recreate
the
the
poster.
covers. that he essentially um, drew. And the thing is that this guy has been up and down. So if you look at his history and all the things that he's accomplished, um, you tend to forget all the times that he's been, bankrupt, that he's been down in the dumps. And if you look at all of those components, you realize that this man will not stay down. You could never put Todd McFarlane down. He thrives in failure because he built himself up over and over and over again. And he's had beefs with Marvel. He proved people wrong so many different times. And now he's doing it in the toy world.
And
And
this is the
while
thing,
the
like he's not afraid of failure. He just goes
not
for it. He's like, I got nothing to lose. I've been there before. So let's go.
because ultimately for Todd, the most important thing to him is his wife
Oh.
and his family, like his kids. So much so that Wanda, who is Spawn's wife in the comic book, is inspired by his own spouse, whose name is also Wanda, right? The influence has been so severe that from day one, Wanda was the chief editor of Todd McFarlane's comics. You know,
Oh, wow.
yeah, and they've been together, and they have not separated. They've been together through thick and thin, lawsuits, you know, triumphs, everything. And he absolutely loves her. And he's admitted in multiple interviews that he's a difficult character to deal with, and that he doesn't know how his wife puts up with him. You know, so it's important to acknowledge, who he is as a person. He's not perfect, far be it from me. You can ask Neil Gaiman that. They
Hmm.
they had very, very strong
Hmm.
beefs.
We should cover that beef next week
We should, but
because I'm a Neil Gaiman
I
fan.
know, and I'm a Toddy
And
Mac fan.
so let's go through the beef.
And I gotta say, and this guy, it's kind of clear. It's kind of clear who was in the wrong here, But we'll leave that for another episode. For now, let's talk about Spawn and where he's been and where he's at and where he's going to be. Right now, this right here is the first drawing that Teen Todd McFarlane did in his
Oh
trailer
my
park
god.
home before he actually got big. And remember that Todd is self-taught, meaning that he sat down after his shift drawing, inking, drawing, inking, and then he developed his own style,
Yeah.
and he sent out portfolios to every single comic book company out there. Got rejections, didn't care, send them again until he got a yes. And from that point on, nobody stopped him.
Yeah.
He literally works under the principle of all the things you need is one yes. So he just keeps asking, you know? And now, fast forward to 2023, 2024, we have the revival of Spawn with King Spawn as a comic book. You have also the Scorched. You have, Gunslinger Spawn. All of these properties coming back. And all culminates to this moment right here. This is a Todd McFarlane action figure based on himself. He calls it Old Todd because
Yeah.
he released one back in the 90s where he was just Todd Toys, right? It was young Todd McFarlane. And can I tell you that there's some people out there who are complaining that this is too narcissistic? What do you think?
No, like from a person that has a Barbie Sona and an action figure Sona, it is not narcissistic enough. Yeah.
Exactly. I was just like, dude, if you did this, wouldn't you do the same thing?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, didn't Hasbro just give us all the option of making an action figures of ourselves?
Exactly.
Like last year, because everybody wants to do that. And I think if you have the opportunity to do it, why not? I feel like this is so full circle for him, mostly because he's also recreating uh action figure of his like first design of Spawn, which I think like, you know what, for yourself, I'm like, you've been doing so much for the fans. I'm glad you're
Mhm.
doing something for yourself.
Yeah. And you know what? It's kind of interesting because we had, Stan Lee figures, but all of these have been released, at least the one from Marvel Legends, like after
Mhm.
his passing, right?
Mhm.
You haven't seen Stan be like, "Oh yeah, I want to action figure for myself, and I want it to be this way and that way and this
Mhm.
way," right? Same thing for the great Jack Kirby, right? Dude, we're getting a Jack Kirby action figure on the TNMNT NECA Turtle line, right?
Mm.
And people are like, "Whoa, dude, yes, let's get action figures of the creators, right? A Frank Miller and Neil
Mhm.
Gaiman. Can you imagine having a Neil Gaiman action figure,
That was
right?
crazy.
With Death, not Morpheus. What's his name?
Yeah, dream,
Dream, right?
dream,
Yeah,
desire.
Dream,
Yeah,
Desire, like all the endless.
it'd be so nice. It would honestly be really cool. But just overall, just having really good action figures of the endless would be like, it would shake my world.
And well, again, we'll save that discussion for a later time because technically DC and Neil Gaiman work together with Sandman, so there's a reason why McFarlane hasn't released any Sandman figures. Well, I don't know, speculation, but leave it for next time.
But
But the thing is,
okay, yes, yes.
yeah, this is an entire thing we have to talk about. It's a little bit more planned. Yeah, what do you think of this action figure? It has
I think.
multiple hands. It
Mhm.
has swappable bare feet because he likes to be barefoot, right, around his office, and
Okay.
he brings a hand with a pen on it.
Dude, that's pretty sick because he can do like he's doing a signing. He does have something that's signed now in his
Yeah.
hand. Yeah, I'm like, I think he thought it through and he made it for himself. I'm sure he's going to be using this himself in promo photos for other items.
Ah, it's so good. I could not pre-order this faster. You know, I was at the gym and I woke up early at that time. I was at the gym by around 7. And it
Hmm.
was like, okay, it's almost 9. I know that it should go live at 9. And as soon as it went, I hopped off the elliptical, whatever the hell I was doing, and I was just like, well, I'm a pre-order, like sold out here. Let's go to the next one. Sold out here. Let's go to the next one. And finally I got it. I was like, yes.
That's
Can't wait.
so cool.
Yeah.
See, I'm like, there's always going to be people that complain about it, but they're still going to run to the product.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm like, there's always going to be criticism. So I'm like, I don't, if you enjoy it and he enjoys it, then that's fine. That's fine. It's
Yeah.
okay.
And honestly, it looks good. Like the likeness looks great.
Yeah, it's like not hurting anyone.
No, not at all. So if you want it, you can pretty much get it anywhere. Entertainment
And,
Earths, Back Toy Store, Amazon.
and, and now that you also have an action figure son of yourself, they can actually meet and be besties. They can go on adventures together.
And it brought back also that clamshell. And you know that, I mean, you have Frank Welker, you have Daphne, everybody, all of these different people that we want to meet. I want to meet Todd. I want to shake his hand. I want to be like, hey, you're awesome, dude. You're crazy. I'll love you for it. You know? Now, there are other comic book covers coming up, or action figures based around comic covers and different installments of uh, Spawn. And these are
Mhm.
old statues. Okay.
Mm. Well, he
These are,
loves that.
yeah, they're like action figures, they call them, right? Like
Hmm.
they're statues, but they have some mobility, but it's very, very slight. So they're not going to be that big of a deal, except for this one. This one, which is a tribute to Chadwick Boseman, which
Oh,
is why he's doing the Wakanda Forever pose. So
that's pretty
McFarlane
cool.
drew this cover for his Spawn 311 as a tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther, which is why you see that there's like Black Panther Spawn kind of like logos all
Hmm.
around.
Like,
Black Panther here. Obviously, they're going to be missing here because they don't want to get, in trouble with
yeah,
Disney.
Marvel.
But it's a pretty solemn tribute. And I really like that, like eyes closed face. I actually think that the sculpt looks better than the comic.
Honestly, it does. It really does. It looks really nice. I think that one's gonna get picked up pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah, and I really, really do like it. And there are, again, because it's Todd, signed and unsigned versions. But if you go to McFarlane Toy Store, pretty much everything in bundled and everything that is signed is already sold out. You know,
I wonder if they're gonna re-release this one in like an all silver. because he does that too.
It's possible, or like an old purple and black type of deal. Yeah, yep, absolutely.
Hmm.
And you know, they also have kind of plot armor too in this case because Disney can't get mad.
Hmm.
You know, because if they do, they'll look really bad.
They're like, dude, they're commemorating him. Disney will be like, I don't care. I'm telling you, Disney's petty, so
Oh
they don't
yeah,
care. They don't care if they look bad. They'll do it.
yeah. But that is essentially what I had for Spawn. There were other releases. You had releases for NECA. You had releases for Marvel Legends. And one curious thing that there's a new wave of Marvel Legends, and that one is not even hitting any physical stores.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're not doing very well in at the store level, so they're keeping everything online now.
I
Just
thought so because I know like it's been just staying at the pegs like all last year. That's all you'll find.
yeah.
Nobody was really purchasing them. They were
Now,
peg warmers.
now I want to tell you about something I picked up at the Long Beach Antique Market. One of the three things I picked up.
Hmm.
I picked up this car, this Matchbox, and
Hmm.
as you can see, there's something sticking out of it, right?
Yeah,
So if you flip it, it has a gear shift,
that's cute.
like like if this was actual
Yeah,
a
like a
manual
manual.
transmission,
Uh-huh.
right? And you can press on it, right? Let me see.
Uh-huh.
Here, let me go ahead and there you go. You can press on it and you can shift it to the side and down, to the center, up and down, right? So, and I was just like, wait, what is this? So, this is Matchbox 1984. So, before my time for sure. And
Hmm.
what happens is that if you look down here, there is a fifth wheel,
Ooh.
right? And the thing is that this wheel pops. Okay.
Oh.
See that?
Uh-huh.
So, these are called Matchbox trick shifters. And this gear on the top, if you press it, you see how it hides
It
the
controls the
wheel?
little tire.
So when you press it, it changes the angle of the wheel in there. So when you roll the car,
Um,
there's a timer system here that as soon as the timer goes up, this wheel pops up and they're supposed to do tricks. They pop a
Ooh.
wheelie, they do like side, they go here, they jump, they go. I was just like, wait, what? They are
You're
super cool.
you're like the technology of the past is best.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You're not gonna get me on this one. The technology of the
But
past
the technology of the past is ahead of its time.
was indeed. So,
That's really cool. I've never seen one like that.
so essentially, if you want a closer look, this is exactly how they look. There's very few of them, right?
Hmm.
And then 1984 trick shifters. This is a Mazda, and then the cooler thing is that they're all licensed models. They're not fantasy cars. So this is the entire lineup, and for the most part, it's just like the Mazda, a Porsche, and the Corvette. This is the Mazda right here. I have the Corvette,
Hmm.
uh, and they all have this very intricate gear system that allows them to do little pop wheelies like this. Now they have been now one of those things that I'm chasing after. I want to complete the little set. They're so
It's
cool.
only six. Well,
Yeah.
six in addition to this one, no?
Or if you want to really like put, like numbers on it, you can have three and there's like alternate colors. So like there's three models in different
Oh, I
colors. So
see.
you can technically be done with three. I already have one, so why not? This is such a cool concept. I was so enamored by it when I saw it that I couldn't help myself. And I picked it up for $3.
Oh, that's
So
a
they're
really
not,
good price.
they're not expensive. No, not at all. So I was just like, oh my God. And I want to find one in this like package. It's so cool.
I'm telling you, I'm so happy that like this year you're slowly turning back into like vintage items. And putting yourself that restriction on Hot Wheels has kind of moved you into that sense because you started
Mhm.
out with peepers and now you're like and I know you were obsessed with like vintage Hot Wheels, and now you're kind of going into like vintage Matchbox and all that. I'm really excited for your journey. I'm here for it.
No, it's so much more rewarding, and also because we have like I get bored of seeing the same things over and over. It's like the same things on the peg, same things on the peg.
Hmm.
It's more exciting to look back rather than to look
Yeah.
to whatever's happening right now or even look forward. I go to the pegs and I'm literally like, ugh.
Ugh.
So that's what I. Oh shoot, what is this? Okay, I'm. Oh no way. Okay, I'm
I
cutting out
know.
more. So
So today I am wearing a troll shirt to celebrate the drop that Cakeworthy did, because Cakeworthy wants to bankrupt me this year. And they've done this beautiful collab with trolls. And there's some pieces that I'm like, I'm not that excited about it. Like that flannel. I'm like, it says,
yeah.
have a good day. Pretty basic. But then the detail of the buttons is what got me. Because the button that's right at your belly button is actually a crystal gem, just like the trolls have in their belly buttons. I was like, that's just so good. It's just so good. Like I want all my button downs to have a gem at the belly button now because
And
I'm
now
a
you're gonna
troll
switch
for
all
real.
of them. You're gonna go to downtown, whole bunch of like crystal belly buttons. That's a clever idea, honestly.
Right? Because I'm like, I don't like that flannel. Like, I love the color. I just don't like the stamping. And I'm like, it's fine. But just the details that they put to it. Like, we also have that little jacket that it's kind of supposed to be inspired by like a vintage Treasure Trolls blanket or bedding.
Uh huh.
And I'm like, okay, it's all right. It's not too nice. It's not too bad. But then you zoom in into the zipper, and that's what I have in the bottom right there. The
Yeah.
zipper is shaped like a troll, and I'm like, it looks so good. So I'm like, okay, but those are items that I know for a fact I will not be picking up because it's
Okay.
not something that has wearability for me. But
True. True.
looking at the purse, so if you see next to the green jacket, there's a beautiful purse that is made out of plastic and it's filled with beautiful trolls, and it's a lavender color and it's just so cute. I think it retails at either $49.99 or $69.99. I don't recall, but I think it's $49.99. But I'm like, that's the one that's tempting me. And followed by the shirt in the bottom, which is a mesh design top that has the same print as the purse, and it is a short sleeve mesh, perfect for the summer. I love wearing my troll clothes during the summer. And I was like, it's
Hmm.
so cute. It's $29.99. And I think I might be just buying those too. But then
Are these more expensive than the Furby items?
they're around the same range because the like shirts for the Furby collection were also $29.99. And the jackets were around like $59.99. So the prices stay about the same. One of the things that is tempting me and that I need you guys' help with, it was that sweater, that like crew neck sweater with color blocking sleeves, because I really, really, really like it. But do I need it? You guys need to help me out with that because
And
I don't
we're
know if I
talking
need it
about
in my
we're
life.
talking about this sweater, right?
Yes, I love the color blocking. I've been looking for a sweater that has nice color block. And one of the things that sells it to me is that troll that's holding the teapot is like his butt is front center. It's so cute.
Yeah, I like how. Okay, wait. So if you post this on Instagram, would you get flagged for nudity?
I don't know. That's my question. Will we get flagged for nudity?
Because these things actually have butts and butt cheeks.
Yeah, and they are not wearing pants like by choice. Like
Clearly,
no, oh well,
clearly.
this one's cropped. Yeah,
Now,
but they just like. Mhm.
I feel like this is a dub. I really love the color blocking here, especially the
Me too.
yellow sleeves and the yellow neck and bottom. I think it just outlines everything in a way that's super satisfying.
Right, it's so pretty. So that's the one I'm on the fence with because I really, really want it because I've been looking for a nice color block piece. And this one has like those vintage like colors, mainly the green, the type of green
Hmm.
that it is. Like I'm like, I like it. But I have to, hold myself back because there are some really cute pieces, and I'm still keeping an eye on some of the Furby items that are going to be popping up. But that's the purse.
The purse
So
is
beautiful.
cute. But I feel like this is just a tad more expensive than. Oh, it has glitter too. It has
Oh
glitter all over.
my.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things about this collection that tempts me the most is that Doll Skill used to had a collection for trolls, like around 2018, and I missed
Hmm.
out in that entire collection. So for me, this seems like, another opportunity. And these items are a little bit more up my alley than the ones that they had. And look at that cute little booty patootie. Yeah,
I
so
like
this
this
collection is a
pajamas
little bit
too.
up. Yeah, but for me, it was like, okay, I want to buy something that I can wear out. Like, I can totally wear the pajama out, but I'm like, something
Sure.
that I can mix and match with other items.
Yeah, and
They
this
do have a
again
bunch of
seems.
pin collections as well.
I think these pins are definitely worth it. They're better than the Furby ones for sure. But I feel like this is a little bit more
Hmm.
expensive than the Furby collection though.
Yeah, it does feel a
69.
little bit, just like a tad more.
Yeah, like if you look at the shirt,
But
it's
I remember,
29.
yeah, the shirts up there are also 29.99.
Yeah. Surprisingly,
And
not
again,
that
all the
many
Furby
back
items
right
are still available.
now. I
Hmm.
know they're still available, so you can still get them. And I'm waiting for some of them to go on sale, to be honest, because it's about that time. It's
I
about
know. I
that time.
think
We
that's
got.
the same thing. That's the same
Go
thing
ahead.
I'm gonna be doing with the trolls. I'm gonna be picking up. I think I'm gonna be picking up the purse and then the little black shirt I like, and I'm gonna be waiting for everything else to like hit sale prices.
Yeah. Because with Furby, I'm kind of waiting because my wife does want a Furby jacket, and I'm like, we'll wait for the sale on that one. We'll see.
Oh my
I'm being
gosh, you're gonna
mean.
make her miss out.
You think?
Yeah, don't. Friends don't let friends not buy Furby jackets.
Not buy Furby merch. We've
You
learned
must
better.
enable. Yeah, you must enable this.
You must continue the transformation.
Yes, full Furby form.
All right. So now moving on to the next item, and then we've gone a little bit longer than usual now. That's fine.
I
We're in
know
the
because
last item.
we had some drama that we had to bring up to light. We needed the folks to discuss and know about
And
all the issues that you had on Instagram.
yeah, I'm so sad.
So another celebration that we're having this year is the 40th anniversary of TNMMT. We thought that last year was like TNMMT year, but this year is going to be even more. So if you do want to meet Kevin Eastman, he is having a tour to commemorate this celebration. He will be at Comic Con in July, I believe. Yes, in July in San Diego. Not sure if they'll be charging for photos or anything, but just keep an eye. There's gonna be more events, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some really exciting pop-ups like we did last year.
Dude, he's gonna be all over the place.
It's gonna be in Greece, Mexico, Spain. Let me see
That's
where else.
wild.
Yeah, and he's gonna be here in the States, Canada. So he's gonna be all over. So keep an eye, and I'm sure there's gonna be some really cool turtle events. Because I think, don't tell me if I'm wrong, but I heard that we're getting a show based on the same turtles from the movie.
Oh yeah, there's a trailer already.
Okay, so I'm not wrong. I didn't imagine it. I was not hallucinating. I was not having a turtle hallucination.
Like I usually do. I have an update for you, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and I thought it was nice to transition from trolls to turtles because they have collaborated in the past. And because it's also a trolls, I believe a troll anniversary might be coming too. I wonder if they will re-release the troll turtles from back then,
Huh?
which are extremely amazing. And the giant ones are extremely coveted within the toy collecting community. So just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. And Kevin Eastman did design a commemorative. What happened to my other image? Okay, it's okay. A
Wait,
commemorative
wait.
coin.
That's the one you put. This one, right?
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so I shifted things around. So go back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he did design a commemorative coin to celebrate the 40th anniversaries of the turtle. And you can see more about it in his page because there is like a fan page for him. And that's also where I got the dates for the tour. They feel like the coin would have done better if it looked like the manhole that
So
they put in front of their studios.
his little coin, this one, right? Kevin Eastman with the Turtle 40, that's his signature, right?
Yes.
That's his
Mhm.
signature. It's like literally on my turtle. I can find it. It looks like that. So I can see
Yes.
it. Yeah, they're the signatures were literally up here. But which is kind of cool. Now the thing is that where is Peter in all this?
What do you mean?
Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Where's Peter
Oh yeah,
Laird?
yeah. Sorry, I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear the name. Yeah, like he has always had like a back seat on the new positioning of turtles. I know when we saw it in the Toys I Made Us, they had made a comeback, and that's why we got the last. They began to think about doing something together. We got the last Ronin, although he wasn't 100% involved in that. So, oh, and we do hear from Bambi Raptor that he is not doing very well as well, meaning health wise. So we'll look into that as well because I haven't been keeping an eye on him. We know just from Kevin Eastman because he's a little bit more verbal and more out there for the turtles. But
Hmm.
for me, I was looking at this commemorative coin and I was like, I wish that they would have kept it in all silver because
Mm-hmm.
if you would have kept it in all silver and not added all the coloration, you could have easily used it as a manhole in your diodes because it's a pretty good size.
Oh Lord, you are right. That is the perfect size.
Exactly. So I was like, oh, you wanted to give us a pop of
Oh
color, but in,
no! What
in
a missed
silver.
opportunity.
I know in
Because
silver it
that
would
means
have
that
been just great.
imagine that you would have bought like just in on the bag it said like New York City, right?
Mhm.
NYC, and he had like the turtle thing. I would have bought like 10 and just put it on corkboard. That you core it out and you put it, and then you make the street around it. Oh my god!
I know. So that's my only beef with this one because I'm like, it looks stunning. Thank you so much for making this. But as you know, when you create diodes and things like that, you're just like, I really wish it would have had a little bit more usability than just it being a coin that I'm gonna put in somewhere.
And especially because now there's a manhole that looks exactly like that, which was the ceremony that they did a few months back. That is wild.
Exactly.
That is wild.
I
That is
know.
wild.
And I feel like I believe the filling thing that they used to color it kind of destroyed the shape of the turtle design.
Yeah. Hell, heck yeah! You can hardly see Leonardo. Like Leonardo's supposed to be here. Like there is no white.
Yeah.
Like this white portion right here, it's non-existent.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So I'm
awful.
like, I feel like they could have done a little bit better. If they would have kept that in silver, they wouldn't have to worry so much about that because it'll just be different depths of carving, and it would have
Mm,
had multiple uses for collectors. But
yeah.
it's okay. It's nice. We'll see what else comes up. We'll keep our ear on the ground for new turtle items.
See, like this city sewer thing. That's what we needed.
I know. But we
But
can also easily just print one, put it on cardboard and make it. But it would
true.
be nice if we had like a legit one that you could like kind of flex about it. You're like, I just put it in the bottom of my dial commemorative coin.
Now, what can you tell me about the zapatos?
Okay, so this information comes from Kicks on Fire, and this is a collaboration that Adidas will be doing with the TNMT for their 40th anniversary. So they're doing a true turtle shell toe covering. So it does have like turtle shell pattern on it, and they will be in a like little bubble blister thingy.
That's cool. That's cool. I like that they're taking that the idea of the shoelace grippers that you
Mm-hmm.
have, and they're putting it on this shoe.
Yes,
That's
I thought
cool.
it was really cute that they have it like a decoration in the top. So there's little metal affixed decoration for your shoelace that I
Hmm.
believe both shoes might have. But I'm like, okay, we're seeing shoe related things. And like you mentioned, I love the shoe lace biters from TNMT. And I'm like, okay, are we going to get any more like shoe decor? Because These are my favorite thing in the world. I've been picking these up for years now.
You don't even care if you have repeats.
Oh no, like I got a Raphael repeat from Toys of the Universe last time we stopped by, and I'm just like, perfect. Every time I see one, I will pick it up. There's no questions asked about it. That's one of the items that if I find, I buy.
So we need more shoes like that. We need more like little accessories. Now I do gotta, I do like it, but a part of me, the person with OCD in me, is afraid, and I feel
Okay.
rightfully so, because if you only have two shoes and 2 feet, and there's four turtles, do you need to buy this set twice so you can have the red, the purple, the orange, and the blue?
No, because this is supposed to be on the like old turtles where they all wore the red masks. So it's representing all of them.
Ah, okay. Woo. Now that.
So they're the original Mirage turtles. So we're good. We're good.
Okay, good. I was just like, oh my god, no, please don't tell me I have to buy 4 shoes.
But that's the thing. Like as of now, that's what I have heard. But if they do release them in all the other colors, would you buy Donnie's?
I would buy Donnie's. I would buy Donnie's for sure.
I will buy Mikey's, and then we'll have turtle shoes. We'll have turtle toes. Let's go.
So pretty much this show is, a mí me lo contaron, me dijeron que se lo contara, ya se lo conté. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where does it come from?
I have no idea.
It's ingrained in my memory, but I have no idea where it comes from.
Oh, we'll look into it, but maybe we can put a snippet of it next time.
Yeah. Okay, let's close it up with the wedding event of the season.
Okay,
I like how you already rebodied to the perfect skin tone of man, right? The new head that you got. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm like I have bodies on demand. Like my spouse sees I have a bag of Barbie bodies and like heads that are just bodies that I no longer need, and I'm gonna send to Mattel, and then I put them there like this is my message to Mattel and their new quality, and I throw them in there. I was like, this is so dark.
You should put a message like "do better" every time.
Because I do send those bodies back to Mattel. It's for the recycling program. But the body of the mermaid, I'm actually will not be sending because I have an idea, and we're gonna be doing a lot of cutting.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna be doing some. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. My Dremel is gonna have. I was gonna be working overtime, but I just need to get a better mask before I start working on that.
True.
So I do want to apologize because I said that it was ending last weekend, but the wedding event of the month of the year will not be ending until the 29th. And I did kind of wrote that into my last photo where my Barbies had rushed to the wedding when Nikki told Porcelain, said, girl, they're still like out here just chilling, grilling, barbecue, stealing. And she's like, oops, I guess I read the invitation wrong because I totally did. And I rushed the girls over to the wedding. And just an FYI, as we proceed into the wedding reception, I will be sneaking Cutezilla around. Because Cutezilla did get dressed up for the wedding. She did get a white gown with lots of frills because unlike Porcelain, who's nice, humble, and does not want to stand out in the wedding because she knows whose special day it is, Cutezilla doesn't quite care, and she is a drama queen and loves to have attention. So she will be just doing little Easter eggs throughout the thing. So keep an eye because in this photo, Cutezilla is there as well.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I see her.
Yes.
That I hadn't seen it. I hadn't picked it up. That's cute.
And her date is a band member from BTS because she will not be outstage. She needs to have a great date for the event.
Yeah, like a celebrity date.
Yes, so that's Cutezilla for you. And so for the Barbie Boulevard wedding, so the wedding did occur. They did have their beautiful vows, and the ceremony was performed by oh my gosh, Pastor, I believe is Amaro, Priest Amaro.
I have no idea.
And yes, so they did their vows. The wedding finalized. Well, the ceremony of the wedding finalized, and right now we're going into the after party. So it's a really easy and fun time to join into the Barbie Boulevardy event because right now it's either eating at a fancy table, dancing with other Barbies and cans, catching the bouquet. These are things that can be happening right now
Got it.
because we're at that point of the wedding. And I'm really, really excited because things are just turning out so adorable and cute. And we did hear from Barbie Boulevard on Friday night. She
Hmm.
did do an interview where she mentioned that after the wedding, there will be a sale of clothing that was displayed during the wedding as well. And that March's event is going to be even better. So I'm like, I don't know how you
Better
can
than a
top a
wedding. A
wedding.
wedding is pretty
I know,
high profile.
I know. I was like, I don't know how you're going to top a wedding, but I'm here for it.
Like
I'm
I could understand, like, okay, so you go from like sleepover to, let's say, road trip, camping, right? But a wedding is pretty like up there. You went from sleepover to wedding. That's like the amount of things you have to do creative. You brought the car out. You went to so many different like venues. It's crazy. Like it's pretty ambitious, I gotta say. And can I mention that I love this
mhm,
is like chef's kiss. Perfect Ken to use for a wedding shot. I love his expression. Nothing needs to change. He just looks so earnestly happy. And the way that Barbie's hands are just slightly, they're not straight like this, they're just like
mhm.
slightly bent over a little, makes it seem like it's a very realistic I'm holding your hands pose.
I'm telling you, her positioning of her of Midge and Alan is just beautiful. So if you
The,
want to hop onto her page, we can kind of get a sneaky peeky of it.
but the one thing I don't like is the fact that I think that she should have gotten her head and tilted it just a little upward so it can meet the line of sights.
Oh, okay.
Because right now the line of sights are completely off. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's look into them. And honestly, like if you guys want to join, this is the best time. And if not, you can just kind of go ahead and read along. And if your weddings are not your thing and you kind of want to be in a Mad Max Sand World type of situation, I say Jelly Eye Kraken. He has a really fun storyline right now with Merman and Stinkor. So if you guys want to follow along, that thing is hilarious. I've been like cracking up at work while I've been reading the updates. And Stinkor and Merman become your favorites very quickly with his storyline. I think next week I'll go ahead and bring up a couple of his posts so we can enjoy the storyline as well.
Now, before we kind of talk about Boulevard, I wanted to kind of mention something. A hack that I kind of found yesterday, completely by random chance. Remember how we have? Let me see. I have multiple here, but they're kind of hidden. Okay. Remember how we have these canisters of ooze?
Yes, I have mine like under the table. It rolled there like a week ago and I haven't picked it up.
Okay, so I found the perfect way to display them.
Oh, to tell.
I found the perfect way to display them, and I'll show you right now. It is to honestly, I'm like, oh, dude, how did I not think about it? I have one that's holding something in my garage. Now I don't have that thing anymore, so I'm like, what am I gonna do
Mm,
with these
wait,
things?
wait, wait. I think I know what it is. Is it one of those sword holders? It's not. It's one of those broom thing holders.
Yes, I have one at I have one that's holding oars for my kayak, and then I don't have
Mm.
the kayak anymore, so I took this and I plopped it, and it looks so good.
Oh
so
my gosh.
so that is like the perfect way to click. Like they just click on, and it looks like it's being
In the
held.
lab.
Yeah, it looks like a lab. It's so cool. So, just an FYI, this is a perfect way to display these things. So if you have one of these canister, you can still find them in Target every now and then. Uh,
Mm.
that's a nice way. And when they're open like that, and you can see the
They look
ooze,
really good.
they're very bright. They don't glow in the dark, but they're very bright. So it's just like if you put them on the wall, like I will do, like right next
Oh,
to
you
that. turtle right there.
Yes, yes. It looks
Uh,
so good. And let me know if you need the one I have here, so you can put a lot of them, and it just
dude,
looks good.
I have like 3 or 4 of them right here, and I have them hidden throughout my display. And I have 2 downstairs that are doing absolutely nothing. So, but if we do,
Okay, so you have enough.
so yeah, that's pretty much all we have. Did you want to take a look at Barbie Boulevard before we leave?
Yeah, just a quick little recap, just so we can see where everybody's at, and just so you can see the beautiful shots of the wedding. I just really want to show this to you guys because it brings me so much joy every single week when I keep up with her story. So I really hope that you guys are also enjoying it or get inspired to do some toy photo shoots afterwards because that really has kept me inspired. I have been waiting on our friends from Chat Migos to put up a new challenge, but as of now, I haven't seen anything new. So I have been just kind of like addicted to the Barbie Boulevard storyline and digital collaboration.
So we looked at these. Well, I guess we looked at this and this 3 before. Well, actually, we didn't look at this one, huh?
Now, the first two are always pinned, so go back
Okay,
because that's the latest one.
so I will go back to this one.
So one more. So that is the entrance of the bride. So I did not want you guys to miss such an iconic video that was created. Look at Alan. He's like, I'm Father Amaro.
Uh,
Everybody. She put so much work into it. Look at the guests. A lot of them are wearing Barbie Boulevardier clothes, while other ones are wearing their original clothing from the Alan and Mitch wedding set. But it looks so good. Look. And her descriptions of every scene, there was one that like legit made me squeal. It was when the bridesmaid, when Barbie came in, and how they describe how Ken just was, struck by her beauty. It was so cute. It was so cute.
Honestly, after a few of these, I'm pretty sure that she could turn them into a bona fide story. Like a actual, like a manga type of deal, like a romantic
It
manga.
reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of those 90s Barbie books that were just, or magazines that pretty much just had stories of the Barbies. And it was just like that through photography. So I'm like, honestly, Barbie's the one who got us into playing with them like this
Yeah.
as adults. And look at that. So the wedding party pretty much went and had a photo shoot after the ceremony. And it's stunning.
Yeah, this is a boss shot for that, like for that dress. And I love one of the elements that I absolutely love is how they matched the ribbon color to the ribbons in the back. Like all the pink is pretty much the same
Yes.
tone, and the way that it's just kind of following the drape of the dress is very very nicely done. Like it's satisfying to the eye. You have ribbon in either side, ribbon in the middle, kind of off to the side. Very very nice. And then you also have Ken, and Ken is matching her with the pink
Alan,
inside.
Alan.
Oh, Alan, sorry.
Yeah, it's
It's
I'm
very
like
cool.
I really love the way she's creating all these scenes. Go next, go next, go next. I'm just so excited to show you
And
guys.
this is the
And
one that was.
now, yeah, so now we're at the reception. So Ken is getting some drinks for a couple of our friends over here. And it's just time to party it up. So if you guys want to join, this is the best time. The easiest time, you could just be having a nice meal in one of the tables. You can bring out all your Barbie food because we all have a bunch of plastic food. It's a good time to display it. If you have cakes, it's a good time to display it as well. If you just want to do a nice dance scene, this is good too because dance floor stuff. And we all know we all want to do the bouquet shot. I'm waiting for that.
And I know that you guys are also waiting for the, like there's a cool, like even if you have a band, right?
Mhm.
Like a music band, you can definitely make it, put all your instruments in play here.
And that's one of the things I was trying to lure you into because you, sir, have a play set from Barbie and the Rockers, and you can be the band playing at the wedding.
And there are 3 different Barbies available to me, and my wife just picked up a huge bag of 90s clothes. I could do something like that.
So I'm just trying to lure you into the into the storyline.
You know what? Next time I'll go get the Max Steels from mom for mom's thing. Just to have it,
and
just
we
to be ready.
and we have seen a couple of Max deals be part of the wedding as somebody else's like date.
Do you have the Qui-Gon
I
with
do
you?
have the Qui-Gon. With me, no. I think I have it at mom's place, but I do
Because
have his
that's like the
clothes.
best beard ever, dude.
Oh, tell me about it. That's why I bought him for my girl.
Can't wait to see the drama. But anyways, we'll go ahead and stop right there because again, we've gone over. That's 120, 1 hour and 25. But like I said, this episode was awesome.
I know we had so much to share, and even though we had some tech issues at the beginning, everything's good. Everything's good.
Oh, and also let's end up by saying happy birthday to Chris Alexis, who was here a little bit earlier, right? And also happy birthday to our cousin Ray For Real, who I went to see earlier on, and I gave him some stand bucks and some stickers for our show.
He's like, thanks.
I know, right? I gave him other things too, but yeah, that was like the main gift for sure.
Oh, and an update on the stickers for February. I'm still waiting on them. They have been paid. It's been like over a week since they've been paid.
It is what
And
it is.
yeah, I think we have to start the March ones now so they can arrive by actually
Indeed.
March.
Yeah, that's my responsibility. I'll do it next. And we'll definitely catch you guys later. Hopefully, remember, Porcelain Piggy gives us a between a 15 to 35% of precipitation tomorrow for Toys of the Universe. So she may show up. Bambi Raptor gives us a 50%. And for me, you guys get a 99% chance that I will be there. So we'll have stickers for you guys. So if you're there and you recognize me, just say hello, right? Take a picture, show me what you found, show me what you got. But until then, guys, see you later. Porcelain Piggy, take us away.
And thanks again for watching, guys. There are so many cool events happening this weekend. So let us know if you do go to any of them. And hopefully, Mighty Max Toys will see you tomorrow with El Santos, the son of El Santos, over at Toys of the Universe. So we'll see you around. Have a great weekend. And anything else? Go back and comments.
I have some reading to do.
Ooh. Bye, guys.